Ever wondered why football superstars shell out millions on private chefs? It's not just about eating fancy meals. It's about fueling their bodies for peak performance, speeding up recovery, and staying at the top of their game. Today, we're diving into the real reasons behind this luxurious but essential decision. And trust us, it goes way beyond just the food on their plate. Reason number 1. Tailored nutrition for peak performance. Football players are individuals who stress their bodies to the maximum every day. Every player is different, with varying nutritional requirements based on position, body type, and volume of training. This is where a personal chef enters the picture. They create personalized meal plans that cater to each player's individual needs. Whether it is enhancing energy levels, enhancing stamina, or enhancing muscle mass, every meal is tailored to enhance their performance. These individual diets are well planned to provide players with the correct proportion of carbs, proteins, and healthy fats. Carbohydrates provide energy to the body, particularly during heavy training and matches. Protein helps in muscle growth and repair, keeping the players strong and healing fast. Healthy fats, like in avocados or nuts, provide the body with energy along with keeping the brain alert. Apart from this, these chefs make sure that the food is on time. Consuming the right foods before and after a game can be quite important. For instance, a meal of lean protein and complex carbs before a game gives the energy required for optimal performance. Subsequently, a high-protein meal repairs muscles and facilitates recovery. Energy, however, is not enough for performance. Recovery is important, and nutrition is the key. Reason number 2. Rehabilitation after challenging matches. Following a demanding match, a player's body must be rebuilt to remain at its best state. The body is exposed to muscle fatigue, swelling, and stress. Recovery meals come into play at such a time. A chef puts together meals that address these conditions, thereby making players recover quickly and feel all right for their next test. Muscle repair is among the most significant things recovery meals are going to do. Protein comes in handy here. It helps the repair and rebuilding of ruptured muscle fibers during playing a game. Football players will typically eat a high-protein meal after a match so that their muscles can recover and be rebuilt. Apart from protein, antioxidants also help in eliminating inflammation due to overexertion. Berries, greens, and nuts have huge levels of antioxidants, which ease inflammation and combat muscle soreness. Omega-3 fatty acids in fish such as salmon are also anti-inflammatory. They're essential to curbing joint pain and allowing improved recovery time. These specialty meals do pay dividends. They enable the players to recover quicker, ready for the next game. And what about travel arrangements? Reason number 3. Managing travel and jet lag with customized meals. Football players make routine international flights to play matches, and in doing so, they end up crossing many time zones. This routine jetting ends up disrupting their schedule, particularly their food and nutrition. Long flights, overnight arrival, and overseas time zones are likely to result in tiredness, dehydration, and jet lag. A private chef avoids all these issues by providing meals that are carefully aligned with the travel schedule of the player. During travel, meal timing is especially important. A personal chef makes sure meals are served at the right times based on the new time zone, which aids in maintaining energy levels and realigning the body's internal clock. For example, pre-flight meals are filled with proteins and carbohydrates to maintain energy levels during the long flight. On arrival, the chef can serve light meals that are easy to digest and promote hydration. A chef also employs certain ingredients to prevent jet lag. Leafy greens, rich in magnesium, are muscle relaxants and promote sound sleep. The intake of complex carbohydrates from foods also stabilizes the blood sugar levels, making there less chance of fatigue. With regular nutrition, a private chef's job is to keep footballers active and playing well regardless of their irregular schedule. Reason number 4. Mental clarity and cognitive function. Football is not just about being athletic, it's about smart thinking and decision-making quickly. Players need to be mentally focused during the game. A well-balanced diet can be a great help in maintaining mental clarity and cognitive function. There are some nutrients that are vital to brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids in fatty fish salmon are famous for enhancing brain activity and memory. Complex carbohydrates from whole grains and vegetables give the brain an even release of energy. This makes the players sharp during those delicate moments when they need to make quick decisions. A personal chef makes sure that food is loaded with the appropriate nutrients to energize the brain. With a range of foods that induce intellectual clarity and focus, they keep the players in top shape and make the correct call during pressured moments. Reason number 5. Healthy weight control and body composition. Each football player has a body type that works best for their field position. Defenders would require more body mass to be able to push off defenders, while strikers would require more speed and agility and a leaner body. A personal chef assists players in attaining and retaining their optimal body composition for the position. Through special meal preparation for players, chefs ensure players consume food in a manner best suited for individual needs. This tailored nutrition leads to the players losing fat or gaining muscle, according to what they require. For instance, a striker would require a high-protein diet to develop muscles without putting on weight, while a midfielder would emphasize being fit and having an efficiently balanced diet that would maintain stamina as well as agility. Keeping the right body composition also prevents injuries. Being overweight places extra stress on joints, thus increasing the risk of injury, particularly in high-intensity sports such as football. With a personal chef, players can keep their weight without losing the strength of their muscles and the agility of their bodies. But being in top shape isn't merely a matter of staying lean. Reason number 6. Preventing injuries with the right nutrients. Football players push their bodies to the limit with each game, raising the chances of injury. Whether muscle strain, joint aching, or broken bone, injury can land a player on the bench. Due to this, nutrition is so important in preventing injury. A personal chef makes sure each meal is filled with vitamins, minerals, and anti-inflammatory nutrients that prevent injury. For example, vitamin D and calcium are responsible for bone density. With deficiencies in these, players are more likely to fracture. Magnesium also facilitates muscle function and the prevention of cramps, which usually occur in very exhausting games. These nutrients are in foods such as leafy greens, milk products, and fatty fish, all of which are consumed in a private chef's menu plan. Besides vitamins and minerals, anti-inflammatory foods such as turmeric, ginger, and omega-3 fatty acids assist in decreasing muscle soreness and inflammation. This not only speeds up recovery for the players, but also decreases the possibility of long-term injuries. By having the correct diet, the players can maintain their joints and muscles in their prime condition, and thereby stand the maximum possible chance of being injury-free all season. Reason number 7. Eating like a celebrity. The luxury experience. Although nutrition is the core reason to employ a private chef, there is no denying the luxury factor. For elite footballers, eating is not just a requirement, it's a part of their luxurious lifestyle. A private chef can cook gourmet meals that suit their tastes, preferences, and dietary requirements, making every meal a fine dining experience. These cooks are not merely cooking, they're building memorable meals, frequently with premium ingredients such as truffles, caviar, and Wagyu beef. Having a personal chef is all about being able to enjoy one's favorite foods without having to sacrifice health. Whether it's a rich dessert, a well-cooked steak, or a tailored sushi platter, they get to have gourmet food at home without ever having to leave the comfort of their living rooms. It's a personal touch that enables them to indulge in the finer things in life while still being able to take care of their physical well-being. Of course, it's not all about the grub. The whole dining experience, plating to presentation, is designed to make players feel like stars. Whether they're entertaining family, friends, or other teammates, a personal chef makes every meal a luxury experience. But luxury aside, there's also a practical aspect to this setup. Reason number 8. Consistency and no time for meal. For football players, time is perhaps the most precious commodity. Their days are spent in rigorous training, travel, game preparation, and rehabilitation. With such a busy schedule, the last thing they have time for is meal preparation. This is where a personal chef comes in handy. They make sure that each meal is uniform in quality and nutritional content, relieving players from the worry of what they eat and when. A private chef removes the hassle of meal planning, guaranteeing that players have access to fresh, top-quality food whenever they need it. No longer do they need to rush around cooking after a training session or settle for takeout meals that might not suit their dietary needs. A chef does all the preparation in advance, so players can concentrate purely on their sport, knowing their meals are available and ready for them. Saving time is one of the main advantages. Football players don't have the time to waste hours in the kitchen. A personal chef provides them with more time for rest, training, or bonding with family and friends. One less worry on their plates to keep their eyes on what they should be watching, performing at their peak. Moving forward to another relevant point: friends and family. Reason number 9. Family and guest meal planning. Private chefs are not only for the players themselves. They exist for their whole families, friends, and visiting guests. Footballers tend to have hectic lives with rigorous training, games, and travel, which might make it challenging to ensure their loved ones are similarly well fed. A personal chef solves this issue by cooking for everyone at home, with everybody gaining access to excellent quality, healthy food with no inconvenience. Whether it's a wife, children, or in-laws who drop by, everybody eats the same great quality meals, with no inconvenience to the footballer having to cook for several individuals. The versatility of the chef is utilized best by catering to diverse food habits. For instance, certain guests or members of the family may be vegan, gluten-free, or otherwise have special dietary requirements. A private chef is skilled to respond to these needs, preparing tailored meals that suit all the tastes and nutritional requirements of everyone involved. It is essential in a family where each individual can have varied eating habits. A private chef can ensure there is no disagreement when planning meals. Whether a gluten-free lasagna or a vegetable stir-fry, the chef can accommodate different dietary needs so that everyone can enjoy tasty, nutritious meals. Not only does this simplify life for the footballer, but it also provides an environment where the whole family can enjoy healthy, gourmet meals together. These personal chefs usually go the extra step by cooking meals that are tailored to meet certain health requirements, such as meals that assist in digestion, energy, or even immunity. But naturally, it's not exclusively about the food. Reason number 10. Improving mood and mental health. Football is a pressure sport, and it is as important to be mentally well as it is to be physically fit. Stress, anxiety, and mood swings can all impair a player's performance, so the correct diet can play a vital role in keeping them mentally alert and emotionally stable. What footballers eat has a direct effect on their brain chemistry, enabling them to cope with stress, stay focused, and remain positive on and off the field. Some foods have been found to possess mood-enhancing qualities, have been found to enhance cognitive function, and reduce the risk of depression. Omega-3s regulate the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that is responsible for mood control. Also, foods high in antioxidants, such as blueberries, dark chocolate, and leafy greens, are famous for their stress-fighting properties and their ability to decrease inflammation in the brain. Complex carbohydrates in foods such as quinoa, brown rice, and sweet potatoes are equally valuable for brain function. Such foods slowly break down into blood glucose, a constant energy supply for the brain. With all these foods in harmony to balance their mood, footballers can combat anxiety, enhance concentration, and remain mentally robust. The right diet not only powers their body for maximum physical performance, but it also assists them in keeping their mind healthy and positive. Private chefs are a game changer for footballers, enabling them to perform at their best, remain healthy, and live a luxury lifestyle. So, would you invest in one if you had the opportunity? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more interesting football insights.